Peace, 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 and more peace to you. I am so excited to come to you today. And I'm wearing my favorite color, yellow. I need to own more yellow, honestly, because it just brightens up my energy. You see, I got the yellow, what you call it, touches of color throughout my home space. Also, I got my little personal heater right now. It's a little chilly out here in Texas. So I need some extra warmth. But I just wanted to come on here today to talk to you all about understanding as a big part of our healing journey. And if you know me, if you watched any of my videos before, you know that I tend to say everything is a big part of the journey, but it all depends on where you are at this time in your life. And so depending on what part of the journey you're on, this could be huge for you. So if you found this video, I am sure that it is intentional and it is something that you need to hear at this time. If you don't know who I am Lani G, a spiritual mentor and intuitive healer for Black women. I help Black women learn who they are, what they need, and how to align with their life's vision. So if you are wanting to learn more about that and you just want a safe space to commune, sis, this is the place to be. So make sure you subscribe to this channel, turn on the post bell notifications, and let me know who you is, where you be at. Drop it in the comments, okay? Because we family. All right, so let's get into today's topic before we go any further. We are dealing with the Mercury retrograde right now. So just be aware of that, okay? So if I stutter, leave it be, all right? I've also been trying to remember what it is that I'm going to say. So I definitely have my notes here. So if you see me looking down, that is what I'm looking at. And I got a highlighter like I'm about to, take some notes. But shoot, maybe you need to be taking some notes, my love. Maybe that's what you need to be doing right now. So understanding is incredibly important for a lot of us. And I think that many of us, when we're starting our healing journey, we lack understanding for other people. And why? Because there is a phase in the healing journey that you get to, especially when you're first starting, where you're like, I am now aware. I now know what's up and I want to get everybody together. And we just think that us telling them how they can choose themselves and how they can heal and how they can, show up for themselves in a more loving way, or show up for other people in a more loving way. We think that that's supposed to just change something. And we lack understanding of that they are where they are. And you are in your journey for a reason, and you have reached this point at the point that you were supposed to reach it. And so when we're dealing with people that are around us at the time of our awakening, or maybe some there's a mosquito outside my window. I thought it was inside for a second. We don't play those games. I don't know how mosquitoes survive in the cold. Is it a Texas thing? Somebody tell me, please. Why is you here? Anyway, sorry, y'all. Am I sorry? I don't think so. I'll take that back. So what we need to do, what's something that we can practice, is understanding in our connections with other people. And ultimately, when we are trying to have these, enlightening conversations with people who have not gotten to their own awakening, or to have no desire to awaken and arise out of the matrix. I know. She's so beautiful. That's one of my neighbors. I haven't seen her in months. Y'all, people are so kind. Okay, that's a topic for another day. We're gonna talk about that later. But get connected to your community, to get to know the people that you living around. Okay, but so what I am saying, yes, we are trying to communicate with people that are not on the same level as we are. This is not saying anyone is beneath you. There is when you're at a certain level of consciousness, the communication will not hit with people who are not at that level of consciousness or that level of awareness. And so I want us to understand that people can only understand you as deeply as they understand themselves. So when you're having certain conversations, there's some people that you cannot have those conversations with. So for example, I was talking to one of my friends today about us talking with those that we love deeply, maybe, your parents, or those that you were raised with. And a lot of us have been stunted emotionally as children. So we're walking around as adults, but we are still acting like children. And not in the sense of we're still acting like children. And so when you're talking to children, you know there's a certain level, there's certain things you are not going to say because they're just not going to get it because they haven't gotten there yet. And so what we need to understand is when we're communicating with the adults and the grown folks in our lives that we would think, you should know better, they don't. So we need to extend some grace to them and set a boundary for ourselves. So ourselves. Mercury's in retrograde. Okay. So it's important for us to just remember that, because if they don't even understand their own triggers, they don't understand that they have triggers, they don't understand how they're acting out of their emotional woundings, there is just something that you will not be able to do with them, and that is discuss that. Okay. And so we need to learn to accept people as they are, where they are, and stop trying to change people. And so again, what I was telling my friend earlier today, this book, The Mastery of Love, really helped me a lot with this awareness of when you love somebody, you are not making it your mission to change that person. You accept them as they are. And so we get a little conditional with our love sometimes when we are awakened and we feel that we kind of get into this energy of like, you're deserving of my love if you do this, if you show up in the way that I want you to show up, if you do what I want you to do. And we don't like when people do that to us, do we? No, we don't. We hate when people are conditional with their love or only accepting of certain parts of us and willing to, embrace certain parts of us. So we want to be holistic in our acceptance. And acceptance don't mean that you got to be around them. Okay. We can set boundaries, but in order to get us out of this energy of being anywhere but the present moment, we need to honor that the people that we love may not be showing up as their highest self in various moments. And what we can do is we can say, they're where they are. What the video I did before, acceptance is the key to changing your reality or something like that. But like, you have to accept where you are or accept what has happened, right? A lot of us have been wounded by people that we love deeply and care for deeply, but we have to accept that has happened, release our expectations of something different happening. It's already done. And also release our attachment to wanting something different than is not what is. That is not what is going on. Okay. I'm trying my best to get it out, y'all. The message is here. So let me know if it's resonating, okay? But I'm also not telling you to not feel your feelings about it. So again, I was talking with one of my close friends today about healing a relationship with one of her parents. And she was just like, I don't get why she don't get it. I don't get why she don't get it. And there is a deep frustration that we have when the people that we love cannot show up for us in the way that we desire for them to show up. And so it's important that you acknowledge that. You get that frustration out. Talk to your ancestors about it. Ask them to help you to soften their heart, to help them to show up in a better way. Or, just get it out. Journal it out. You can write it out, or you can do a video journal. Get the frustration out. Release it so that you can move on. Because ultimately, that person that you love is either going to get it or they're not. And it's not up to you. It's not your mission to make them get it. It is your mission to live in your truth and honor your journey and where it is that you need to be going. And that's it. That's it. That's all. Okay. All you need to be doing, I'm about to get y'all ready for the moment and the plug, is love the journey. Okay. So make sure you're loving your journey, honoring your needs, and they're going to get with it or they're going to get lost. You feel me? So definitely be understanding. The word of today is understanding. And so your call to action on today is to journal about someone that maybe you're feeling a little bit of a rift with. Maybe a loved one that you're working to understand or that you need to understand. And I want you to journal about what you're grateful for in that relationship. Now, we're not talking about toxic relationships that you need to be exiting. Okay, we are in Mercury retrograde. People could be trying to come back. Okay, you don't need to be dealing with them. You know who I'm talking about. There are people that you genuinely love in your life and you value them being in your life, but there are some things that you are just being unwilling to accept. I want you to journal about what you need to accept, what would help you to extend some more understanding to them. What are you grateful for about your connection? Because what you focus on expands. And so if you focus on, I never get what I need from this person, that's what's going to expand in your life. That is the reality and the experience you will continue to have. And so focus on the good. It is not gullible or delusional to focus on the good. It's actually a wonderful way to live life. You feel me? I love, and I love loving people. So that's the message for today. Be understanding of yourself and accept where you are. If you are not in a space where you can, extend some love and grace, that's okay too. We don't want to be, pump faking. We don't want to be faking it. Do what you can, accept where you are. And again, you are only able to accept and understand people at the level of acceptance and understanding you have for yourself. And that goes for everyone. So let's just extend some grace, even if it starts with ourselves. Okay. And it most likely will start with yourself. The more kind you are to yourself, it's generally the more kind you are to other people. So that's the message. Again, a reminder to get this book, The Mastery of Love. There is also a PDF version. Just Google it. So if you ain't got the coins, there's no excuses. You can read what you need to read. So yeah, like the video if this video like the video if this was valuable for you. I appreciate you sharing your valuable time and energy with me. I am excited to see you tomorrow for another video, and feel free to scroll through what's already here. Stay a little while, drink your tea and love the journey. You can also click one of the links below to visit my shop and get your own Love in the Journey mug. Okay, because it's a vibe over here. It's a vibe over here. I'm actually thinking about if I want to offer them in a personalized way. Like, so how I have my name on the back, because I do drop shipping, I could technically do that for other people. So if you're interested in getting your own personalized Loving the Journey mug, definitely let me know, because I love personalized things that are just for me. All right. But anyway, thank you, darling. I love you so much. I appreciate you sharing your valuable time and energy with me. Please share this video with a sis that needs to hear this message. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video and turn on the post bell notification so you know when I post future videos and you ready when it drop live. Okay, see you tomorrow, sis. And I hope you what? Hold on. Loving the journey. Pieces.